Hello everyone! Today we are going to learn about the present tense. When talking about facts or things that happen often, you use the present tense. The present tense changes its form depending on the subject type. For the first and second person, you use the base form of the verb. You also use this form for nouns in the third person plural. They appear. An example sentence is, I live in Korea. However, for nouns in the third person singular, you put s at the end of the verb. So you would say, he lives in Korea. Normally, you put an s at the end of a verb that follows a third person singular subject. However, for a verb that ends with o, sh, ch, you add es. For example, he goes, she teaches, or it washes. When a verb ends with a consonant plus y, for example, dy, ry, ly, change y into I and put es at the end. So, he studies, studies, or she cries, cries. Remember that the present tense is often used with words like every, usually, and always to talk about repeated actions and habits. Now let's study the present tense negative. When the subject is the first person I, second person you, or plurals like we, you, they, you add do not before the verb to make it negative. So, for example, I do not live in China. However, when the subject is he, she, it, put does not before the base form of the verb. So you would say, he does not live in China. The short forms of do not and does not are don't and doesn't. To make a question, put do or does before the subject. Never add an s to the end of the verb, even if the subject is in the third person singular. So, for example, do you live in China? Or, does he live in China? To answer the question, say, yes, I do, or yes, he does. Make sure you use do or does. For negative answers, say, no, subject plus don't or doesn't. Let's review today's lesson.